Monmouth, UK. Settled by the Celtic folk since 500 BC, it's always been steeped in history. The most historic town in the whole of UK, apart from London, so they say. What gives Monmouth its special appeal? Is it its aura, its ambience, its welcoming feel? Or is it just hereath, for wherever you roam, when you're away you're glad to get home? Travelling the world as a daring young man, I would visualise the town where my roots began. My wistful daydreaming would lead me to think of the hills that surround it, with the woods and the streams. Then I came to realise the source of my praise. It was the town's old families, who've now finished their days. They were shopkeepers, farmers, tradesmen and mates. Everyone had jobs, some boys had dates. They were councillors and mayors, all with pride in their clubs, oft glued together by frequenting the pubs. There was comradeship and honesty. They all strove as one, making the town happy for everyone. Their sons went to war in foreign parts, but those who came back had grief in their hearts. For some of those soldiers who returned to their work had survived the flight from deadly Dunkirk. I recall the old boys from the First World War. Some survived till the 70s, or more. They would meet at the punch house and share a few ales. I would always admire them, recounting their tales. World War II also took its toll, as did Korea, the Falklands. And then in this century came a new deadly threat, but the young boys joined up to settle the debt. Most returned home, except for one I knew well. His requiem through Monmouth to Mono Street, towards the church bell. Still, let us stop mourning a while. The veterans would rather a sympathetic smile. So returning from wars and glad to have won, they would look for the landmark well known to each one. Near in the town from the east or the west, their first sight of home was the Kimmin Crest. We're home, lads, they would cry, the punch house is nearby. They were sad for their comrades who would no longer laugh, but who would always be there on the town's cenotaph. They all played their part in keeping us free. They were brave young men, I'm sure you'll agree. So the next generation will have memories of their own. Good luck to them all as they face the unknown. The pubs of the town, many in years past, cemented the fellowships that would always last. Market thrice a week was always a joy, when the pubs were full of the hoi polloi. The old characters and the innkeepers I remember so well. They're all long gone now, I wish them farewell. They would jest with each other, jolly and alive. Now sadly no more, but some photos survive. They laid on street parties for us after the war. We could sense the sheer joy as they helped out the poor. For me, Monmouth echoes with their humour and grace. So when it's my time to approach the other place, and I'm asked by the angels, are you English or Welsh? I'm British, you fools, whatever else.